are my favorite players in FIFA 22. Beautiful people, what's happening? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Mike LaBelle, and today we're touching on one of the most frequently asked questions I get, at least when I'm live streaming. Who are your favorite players? Who have you enjoyed using the most? And I want to stress that this is not about highest rated, meta, most expensive, none of that. Just my personal favorites. The club heroes. Drop a like to support the men that make FIFA better. And I already know you're gonna comment below. Who's on your personal list? I don't care. Hero, icon, inform, promo, regular, baseline, silver, gold, bronze, Libertadores, which is doubtful. You get my drift. We're not talking Tokyo. To begin, we have bonus mentions. And if you haven't subscribed, you should do so. But these three players I don't really have in my squad. I haven't had the chance to incorporate, make the purchase, or I messed up on an SBC. But I want to give credit because I just feel that they deserve the accolade, the appreciation. I'm happy about them. Fakir. You might say, how do you not have Fakir? I meant to do him in the morning of the expiration. I forgot, and then I've been getting punished ever since. I like Fred a lot in the midfield. I think he's extremely talented. Gives you the Conte defense, but still the offensive attributes and the progression that you would expect from a different type of midfielder. And then Dino. Do I need to say more? I've been waiting. I'll never forget the Dino and Mikali partnership in FIFA. Brilliant. I know what he's all about on the actual pitch, virtually, the impact, and he's been part of my ultimate team journey. And he's getting more affordable, which is a positive. I've got 10 names. We're gonna start out with David, the Canadian dream that I did not expect to have on any sort of list or ever really talk about in terms of anything FIFA related, but he has been my best, my most impactful, the dangerous super sub. If you see David come on, it's gonna be tough for you. And statistically, I could read through everything. You would expect him maybe to be a through ball merchant, a pace demon, or a pace angel. If you don't want to go the demonic route. Obviously equal footed, the finishing. These are certain expectations that you might think were realities or are realities, but there's just so much extra. His consistency with scoring goals, clutch moments, chase downs, impact performances, dynamic, giving you ins, giving you outs, storytelling. This man is a creative, and I question it. I picked him up as a red player pick, as did many of you. I was a skeptic. I said, he probably won't last that long. Gonna have limited time frames, limited longevity, but I'll give him a run. I'll let him prove himself, and he's done that time and time again. More physical than you would expect as well. Undercover Gymshark athlete. Fellaini. And this has been one of the major promo reminders. And what I mean by that is Fellaini would never be usable in FIFA. However, with this promo, the statistical shift, it's transferable as a player, and now we've got someone who's gonna last for months on months on months. He's sort of weird, unorthodox, but he checks off the boxes in the stat room stuffing. As we head into Thanksgiving, American holiday, where you eat a lot of food. You stuff that turkey. Hopefully not that aggressively. I might have overdone that quite a bit, but I don't want you to overcook the turkey that you'll be eating for Thanksgiving, potentially, if that's what you're eating. And I've played him on 6 or 7 chemistry, and Fellaini has still been green light, good to go. Go around that Monopoly board, collect your couple $100, and he was free. You could argue he's the best free player that we have had access to in this year's installment. As a bonus, he scores all corner kicks, and on the defensive end, he wins every aerial pursuit. Klosterman, also known as Kloster Thanos. He's a lock. That means defensively, you're not beating him. He's just one of those guys that has become now kind of a FIFA icon or a legend. I think Klosterman is more famous in FIFA than he is in football. And that's with someone that plays in the Bundesliga, which allows you to, of course, to get the links. This year's a strong year in general, overpowered nature across the board. A lot of defenders from the Bundesliga that I like, even in the midfield or going forward towards the attack. Plenty of players that are not only accessible, they're affordable, and they are difference makers. They're impactful. There's a lot of fulls. You want more clean sheets? Kloster Thanos. You want to wipe out half the population? Kloster Thanos. You want to go for drinks? Kloster Thanos. That last one really didn't match the other two in relevance or argument's sake, but that's where we'll leave off. One of my favorite players, Salah. And I'm focusing on the gold version. I know that he's already had multiple upgrades, but transparently, the baseline is the version that I've used the most. Therefore, it's easier for me to talk about. And the ball just finds him. He has some sort of magical spell. He spent some time at Hogwarts. It's just hovering. He doesn't lose it, and when he does, he recovers. He gets those bounces and the return to sender, and he's got the movement. He's got the finesse shot. This year, the body type doesn't feel as if it's an issue. In some of the previous installments, Salah seemed a little too predictable. In FIFA 22, half the time I feel I know what he's gonna do and I can't stop it when I'm going up against him, or my opposition has a good idea of what I'm looking to accomplish. Same situation. You're not locking me down. You're not locking me up. Dino, Dino, Dino. Anytime I've made a favorite player list, he's there. It's pretty simple. Will you enjoy playing FIFA more? The answer is yes. Just buy Dino. It does not matter the installment, the year, the period. He just improves the overall experience. He's the most iconic player in my lifetime. Period. And by no means am I saying that Dino is the greatest to play the game. He's not even in my top 5. We're just talking about accolades, achievements, longevity of a career. For 2 to 3 years, unstoppable. But his impression, his influence, there's no one that had a larger scale, that was more recognized or more influential in the football world. I just think of even the integration of skills. My dad was trying to do rainbow flicks. My mom thought she could pull off an elastico. I know you understand what I'm talking about, the little snake nutmeg. He created moments, and they're unforgettable. And he did all of this with a smile. Football is beautiful. Dino is beautiful, and that's why they call it the beautiful game. On a different note, Hernandez, and he just constantly saves my tail. I'm not talking about Sonic and Tails. Oh, I hope some of you played a Sega Genesis. But I feel like I have to mention Hernandez or I'm just not being genuine. Because since I got the red player pick, he's always in my squad. Almost everyone else has fluctuated or moved around, but not Hernandez. He's been a constant. Bernardo, Silva. Have you seen my gameplay? At least with Silva. Ankle breaker, game changer, money maker, influencer, destroyer, filthy, not showering, dirt on dirt on dirt. We have layers of dirt. We're planting trees. Organics. Hashtag it. I might just start saying organics in every single video. Don't you let me down in the comments. Don't go weak. We want strength, deep rooted. And Silva's just so far better than any expectation I could have set. Unbelievable. Alphonso Davies. I never thought I'd have 2 Canadians on my favorite collective of players currently. And the irony with Davies, he's definitely my favorite out of position player, but I think he plays every other position better than his default position. Between the work rates and just the overall stats, he's almost wasted as a fullback. You want him as a winger or a center mid or a holding mid. I haven't tried him as a center attacking midfielder or something in a false 9, but I played him up front. He was my top goal scorer, and he made the passes. He got the assists. He had the vision, got the skill moves. The man is a problem. And not many of your oppositions are going to have solutions. Woo! Jesus. Walked on water, but he also scores bangers with both feet anywhere on the pitch. Kind of unparalleled. I made a tweet not long ago where I said I prefer using Corona to using Neymar. I still stand by that. He's just better for me. Between the movement, between him being fluent, by definition, unpredictable, creative, he has the ingenuity. I like the body type, the structure, the build, the scoop turns, the ball rolls, the body feints. Goalkeepers don't stand a chance. Easily one of the best attackers I have used. And that's not changing. He's still got time. He's not going to be overtaken. Because currently he's just so far above and beyond. We're in the clouds. While others are trying to figure out how to fly a plane. They're just looking to be pilots. We're already flying. Plenty of Red Bull. Wings have been grown. And then we have Talisca. Definition of a club legend. If you watched my content last year, now we're running on back-to-back years. I got full trust, and he kind of falls into that Fellaini category, where it's not even the upgrades, but he's unorthodox, unusual. He's a big man on campus, but still has the agility and the turning. Scores with both feet. One of the best finesse shots in the game, the amount of movement and curve, the rotational. I got a lot of respect for Talisca, and I hope that he gets a couple more informs, because EA basically gave us that free one to watch, or at least free information. If you recall, you were able to complete the SBC while already knowing that he had an inform, therefore getting an upgrade with your SBC completion. But the price point and the SBC was released prior to him receiving that item, therefore you didn't have to pay an additional premium for the upgrade. That was a mouthful. It made a lot of sense when I said it, and I hope that it makes a lot of sense when you receive it. That's the video. Favorite players, comment section, blow it up. Don't let me down. I don't care about price point. I don't care about rating or rarity. None of the above. It's just about players that talk to you. And I feel as if this video will have a part 2 and a part 3 as the year goes on and we get additional promos and just more access to player pools in general, or the marketplace, or our pockets, like I said, get a little heftier. I'm not saying they're light right now, but they're medium. We don't have the shoulder bag or the neck pouch or whatever the daddy strap is called. I don't remember the name. Touristy strap around your waist that I always see people wearing in New York City. If you're new to the channel, it's free to subscribe. We upload daily. I have a lot more coming out ASAP.